Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Hey everybody, this is Mike O'Mara reminding you to check out Amazon Prime Instant Video. The white banner is on our website and it gives you instant movies and TV shows. Amazon Prime Instant Video. Click on the white banner at MikeO'MaraShow.com and you can start your free trial right now. And now, on with the show.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
The date, June 18. In a parking lot next to the Mike O'Mara Show home studio, in the heart of our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., a crime has been committed. Two boys, Rob Spiewak and Matt Bloom, have had mysterious notes left on their cars. I don't really know what this is about, but I know that it grabs you as a listener when I play scary music. So the question has to be asked. Hold on, Rob, keep it in your pants. Rob Spiewak is a talker. The question has to be asked. Just what the hell is going on? We spoke to Rob Spiewak about this particular incident. Here's what he had to say.
I'm scared.
Anyway, I just thought I'd play
before you
that.
lost the music, I had a question for you.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. What about Kevin Ryder and Gene Baxter?
Gene Baxter and Kevin Ryder were lying. I don't know if that translates all the way up here to all the way down there.
It sounds like dynamite.
Scared kids. So anyway, like a week ago, I'm told by Ponyboy and also Rob that there is a stalker or there is some mystery person or something is going on with notes being left on their cars. And I'm here to get to the bottom of it.
It was weird because we left the studio and we got to our automobiles and I saw a piece of paper ripped out of a spiral-bound mini notebook. You can see it right here, folks.
Oh.
And it was under my windshield wiper. And I said, oh, God. Someone's hit my car.
And it's a little piece of paper, something out of Newsies.
Yeah, like 3 by 5 maybe. Yeah, I think it's 3 inches by 5 inches.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, someone's hit my car, which is not uncommon over on our parking deck. But I said, no, you got to go through all this garbage. And I went and I pick it up and it says, hi, Rob. Heart, secret admirer.
And Pony had the same one that said, hi, Pony, secret admirer. You just showed it to me. They're the notes.
Yep, and it's definitely feminine handwriting.
I hope.
Unless Rob Ford wrote it.
then it's Rob Ford handwriting.
But the thing is that we both got them. Oscar did not. And you were in the same parking lot, right?
To be fair to me, anything that's on my windshield, I do that bit where I just turn my windshield wipers on and then it just flies off.
Oh, I do that too.
You know what? It's not really a bit.
That's the bit.
That's a bit? That's your shtick?
Well, that's the bit because why am I going to trouble myself with something that people have left on my windshield?
Because what if your car had been hit?
Well, I'm not going to hunt him down.
Mike, and then day 2, I'm parked in another location, a secret location. Pony's in the primary location, and Pony gets a second note.
And mine has a bit more flair to it. You see, it's cut into a heart shape.
And he couldn't wait to text me a photo of it because now he's going to bang the psycho.
All right, here it is. Here it is. Let me tell you why this is disturbing. This is disturbing
It's
because
on many levels.
It's one thing to be a fan of the show. It's one thing to know who you are by seeing Rob walking on the street or in a shopping mall. Even though our level of anonymity has grown over the years as we have been further and further away from, or maybe I should say, the fact that we're on camera every single day. So maybe
People
that changes
recognize
things
us
a little
more.
bit.
Yeah, they recognize.
Have you imagined?
Yeah, you know what? I just realized I'm such an idiot. I still process the fact that I said to my wife the last time I was out and about in D.C., I said I get recognized more than I used to. And I used to say, we haven't had a radio TV commercial on for a long time. And then I realized I have cameras on me every day. A lot of people that actually listen to this show, watch it on video
Although
as well.
peek in on YouTube and check out the show tapes.
Sure.
Mike, quickly.
Now I get it.
And also social media. There's pictures everywhere.
A few things. One is every time I look at our the way we present our show on the web and online, even our streaming. I'm amazed that we were able to do this on our own, and CBS never did it for us.
Exactly.
Right? So I'm proud of the work we've done here. And two, you're absolutely right. We've had this component for so long. People are able to put a voice to the face, especially with our social media. And when people put clips up of the show, they include the video.
Right.
So it's pretty cool.
And here's the weird part then. The weird part to me is that someone has identified your vehicles.
Now,
someone has either been watching what car you're driving, and you talk about your car,
yeah, but I mean,
not
my
in such a way that you could be identified.
My car couldn't be any more nondescript. It is a black Chrysler. That's what it is. It's just, it looks like
What's your tag number?
The tag number is, I believe it's shut up, isn't it? It's a vanity
you know
tag.
what? It couldn't be any more nondescript if you weren't a pimp. Thank you very much.
Tint the windows.
It's hard out there for a pimp.
It is.
Yeah.
Mike, I've got 99 problems. But
the bitch ain't one.
Tell me about it. But it might be.
you.
But Pony's car is even less descriptive than mine.
Yeah, but
now, see, I
mentioned
disagree
his
with that.
car.
No,
It's got
see,
the big whale fin on there from Fast and Furious.
Pony has a Subaru that looks like it's
Souped up.
been souped up in his own garage.
And I forgot that if you put your head against the tinted windows, you see thousands of empty cigarette packs.
It's beautiful.
How dirty is your car, Pony?
It's
just
not
out of
that
curiosity.
dirty, for God's sake. There's like clothes, some boxes of stuff.
Hold it,
you know,
why
the usual.
clothes?
Like,
do you change?
No, it's like a sweatshirt or something, you know.
Just in case it gets chilly.
Into the back.
Isn't it funny? He is so incapable of giving a straight answer that it's
goddamn
like,
right.
you know, a sweatshirt or something. It's he knows what it is.
I don't know what
is
it
there
is. There's a Ringmaster's tuxedo. There's genie shoes. Just the regular stuff.
There's a purple leotard. Look, there's some things in there. I don't know exactly what's in there. But the fact is, even with that, you still have to really be sure that it's Pony's car, and you have to be sure that it's Rob's car.
Yeah.
So this is where, and by the way, I'm sitting here, and this is amusing me, this little story where, you guys know how I would react if that was my car.
The police would be escorting.
Police would be escorting. The CVS would be
mind.
set on fire, and we'd rebuild the studio.
I would be freaked out. Any theories at all? Any theories about what might be going on here? Do
I
you
have none.
Any?
I have none.
Rob, you don't have any? You haven't thought about a name?
I have no idea. And the weird thing is we've had occasional listeners visit the studio, and if they want to, they come up and say hi. We're very, very, very happy to do it.
You got a heart, though. That's the. I think that's
but Oscar,
the next level.
They've never seen me come or go in my car. I've never taken them.
You're
How do you know
miss,
that they?
though.
How do
You're
you
hard to
know
miss.
that they haven't seen you?
This I don't know.
Pony
You don't
and
know.
Rob are hard to miss because everybody
Well,
else.
we look like a semicolon.
Hard to miss or hard to see?
Hard to miss because when they come in, and really for this office building, we're the only ones that come in almost casually dressed. We
Yes.
don't look like we're coming in to do real business.
Or to Mike, preach the word of God.
So if you put, it's easy to find the building. If you put two and two together,
Right.
you
Yeah,
can
see,
easily
we
find
talked
it.
about the
Yeah.
building. We don't mind that. We don't,
Yeah.
and we don't mind people coming by and saying hello. That's fine. That was the same
Absolutely.
thing on the radio.
So,
but it's still a little.
The
weird. This
note
is a little
leaving
creepy.
would have to say that the person who is doing this has either seen you drive in enough times to
Right.
realize it's your vehicle, and then this is what I'm going to leave the note, and almost timed your arrival.
Oh, absolutely timed
Right.
because it wasn't there when we got there,
And
it was there
the,
when we
Didn't
left.
see anything.
the escalation to the heart to Pony really says that there's a little more than just a fandom at play.
And also, here's what flips me out is that on that second day when I was not up there to get a note,
Yes.
what she's going to say, why are you ignoring me, Rob? Why aren't you there?
Are you a
Why?
little bit jealous that he got the heart and you didn't?
A little bit.
Well, it's
Well, let me.
roughly cut.
I think I
come
can
on.
sum this entire thing up. I think it's an easy sum up
Yes.
for this entire situation. Rob, I would imagine that when you got it, it was a minor disturbance, not a major disturbance, but a
Right.
minor disturbance, and maybe in its best case, a little bit amusing.
Amusing. You know what it was, Mike? It was an amusing peculiarity.
Yes, but you know what? I'm going to take you out of the equation there
Thank
because
you.
in Pony's case, I look at this as one thing and one thing only.
What's that?
A sexual opportunity.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Well, Father's Day is this Sunday? Now, Tommy Newsom, Doc is up working in Las Vegas. Tommy is very close with his father. Tommy's father looks upon him as the son that he never had. Now, I knew your dad well. You were very close to your father, and my father was a big influence in my life. Now, when I was back in Nebraska, growing up in a small town, I grew up in Norfolk, Nebraska. Every night, Dad... Somebody's applauding with one hand. What? Are you from Norfolk?
No.
Where are you from?
I'm from Sacramento. Sacramento.
Sacramento. It's net time tonight. Well, it's all right. That's nice of you to apply to Norfolk, but every Saturday night, he had a big influence on my life. Every Saturday night, he would...
Where were we?
I don't know. I was back in Norfolk. I don't know where the hell you're at, but I'm going back midway. Every Saturday night, he'd go down to the general store, sit around the Cracker Barrel.
Who would do this?
What?
Who is this you're speaking of?
It's my father.
Oh, your father.
Back in Nebraska, who had a big influence on my career. If this guy from Sacramento hadn't screwed me, I'd have been through this by now. Do you remember your first heart-to-heart, your man-to-man talk with your father?
Yeah.
I remember sitting down with my dad when he tried to explain the birds and the bees, and it was a very touching experience. Unfortunately, it came after my first divorce. A little late, but I didn't know. Every year at this time, Ed gets a touching handwritten Father's Day card from Korea. His, from Sun Yat McMahon.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his office chair, here's Mike.
Hi, everybody. Vince Vaughn and John Favreau are downstairs. We're going swinging this weekend. Yes, sir. Welcome to the Mike O'Mara Show. We are live from the Cappy Pfeiffer studio, and we are heard worldwide on MikeO'MaraShow.com, and we are in our nation's capital, everybody, where stalkers abound. On the air, online, worldwide, the Mike O'Mara Show, a daily radio show and podcast with the greatest listeners on the planet, because they get it, and if you're here, you do too, and we say thank ye to all of you. Our show today brought to you by Touch of Modern. You know the guy. You know the guy that's got it together, the guy you admire, but you don't want to tell him you admire him.
Hey.
The guy who has you over for a cocktail party, and you look around his house and go, where in the name of God did he get all that great stuff? How does he do it? How does he consistently find unique, phenomenal products that you can't? Well, it's easy. You know what he does? He uses touchofmodern.com. touchofmodern.com. Go there now. You're going to have a blast. You can spend the entire afternoon surfing this great webpage. Millions of people have already made it their source for daily discovery of fascinating one-of-a-kind items. They have jaw-dropping tech gadgets, sleek iPhone cases, accessories, vintage watches, great stuff. Touch of Modern has new sales launching every day. So you can go to the website on Thursday, and then on Friday they'll have brand new stuff, and Saturday they'll do the same thing. It's the one website that elevates your lifestyle with a single click. You can be super cool, and their prices are fantastic as well. Right now, our listeners can get immediate access when they sign up at touchofmodern.com. That's touchofmodern.com. Do it today, because tomorrow it'll be different. That's how life rolls in the fast lane, baby. Touchofmodern.com, and we thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, it's delightful to come to you on this last show. Well, we're having a bonus show, but technically this is the last free show of my 55th year, ladies and gentlemen, because thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank
Nice.
you. On Monday, I will be 56. And what has Mrs. O'Mara given me for my birthday? She had said that on Monday, I will be able to get a piece of cake.
Hey,
I am
it's
very, very
terrific.
excited. Yes, so I get one, and I get to choose
The size of the piece?
No, the type. that would be the logical question that would pop into your and my head,
Exactly,
Rob.
yeah.
But,
But what is a cake but a one large piece of cake?
Well, I am not, as far as confections, I'm probably not a big cake guy. I'll go ice cream any day of the week, and I'll take a pie, a really good fruit pie.
Sure.
And of course, a fabulous fruit fritter is even better than a fruit pie. But I will say,
Where do you weigh in on coupling ice cream with other desserts?
well, I got on the scale today. I weigh in heavier than I should. It's,
No. I mean, like, do you get a scoop? Do you get a scoop of ice cream with your birthday cake?
Yeah, scoop.
Yeah,
Well,
just
no,
a scoop.
I don't think that's the problem. The problem is the cake does not go with ice cream. In my opinion, you always say, hey, we're going to have the kids over for cake and ice cream. And what happens when you put a scoop of ice cream on a piece of cake? It turns into goo. Nasty,
Well, if you
nasty,
take too long to
horrible
eat
goo.
it, well, if you got to hurry, baby.
Yeah,
Well,
you gotta
I
get through the
don't-
cake straight to the ice cream.
Yeah.
But where's the fun in hurrying with your ice cream? The point is, on a hot piece of pie, your ice cream serves as not only the ice cream, but it serves as a sauce. You see,
Of course.
But putting ice cream on cake or even on the same plate, you get a melting scoop of ice cream that's watering down your cake and turning it into mush. And I think that's crap. But that's not why I opened this discussion,
All right.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
I opened this discussion because
Is it open to all comers?
Yes, of course.
Let me key Robert Ford's mic because I think he may have an opinion.
Oh my!
No.
He's fully turgid right now.
I love it.
I have to leave. I have to excuse myself right now. Yeah, he's right. Here it is. The cake. I'm getting one opportunity. I have not been eating sweets. My dessert has been what this is as exciting as it gets. Carla found low-calorie graham cracker little tiny mini pie shells, and they are low-cal. They are not. They are 100
Like
calories
the
each.
size of a tart?
It's a tart. That's right.
Like a 3-inch tart?
Yes. No
Because
one
it could
loves
be even
food. No
smaller.
one,
It could
no
be
one
like a
knows.
mini
How the
muffin.
fuck do you know?
Don't with
what
the
the-
word.
oh, no, I did it. I'm sorry. I know I wasn't supposed to do it today.
What does a tart mean?
A tart is.
She leaves a note on
Skinny Bolivia. Skinny Bolivia does not even know what a tart is. He doesn't even know what a tart is.
essentially a small pie, maybe
Okay.
3 or 4 inches.
Yeah.
But
It's
also
a fast woman, Rob. That's what it is.
I'm
It's a
running
fast
with the
woman.
tarts. How about this? It also could be like a mini muffin size, which is like maybe an inch.
Yeah, mini
yeah.
muffin.
Yeah.
Used to-
And-
It's like a sample size.
Yeah, exactly. You can get those at the White All In.
This is my sample size mini tart. Make sure you stop by the. Hi, I'm Gene Baxter for the White Hall Inn. Make sure you
Second
stop
reference to him today.
Yeah, that's right. Try those fabulous fruit fritters and enjoy a mini muffin. A delicious mini muffin. All right, so would you like to know how I cobbled together that over the last 3 months?
Yeah.
My experiences with desserts have been as follows. I eat a sugar-free Jell-O with some real whipped cream on top of it. That is my dessert. And the other dessert now that we just got recently.
Is it squirt whipped cream?
Yes.
Nice.
Squirt whip. Nice.
Is it Ready Whip? Is it the brand name?
No, I think it's a generic whipped cream from the grocery store.
Also good, I'm sure.
The Hannaford.
I'm sure it's good. Probably made by Ready Whip.
What does it matter if it's made by Ready Whip?
Well, because he needs detail in his, I guess,
Food.
when you're building it in your mind, right? Your imagination. He needs it.
This is the equivalent of Oscar saying to some tart, tell me exactly what you're wearing.
Yeah, it's the spank bank.
All right,
Spank bank,
let me
yeah.
ask you this.
Yeah.
When you stop me and you tell me that, is it Ready Whip? When you ask that question, is it important for it to be Ready Whip? Would you be someone who would not purchase a generic grocery store spray nozzle whipped cream product?
I don't use Ready Whip. I have a brand I like.
You have a brand that you...
I have a preferred brand.
What is it? Are you getting excited? What is the preferred brand?
This
of
is when
whipped
I
cream?
asked the young lady in my life to crumble them up and put them somewhere else.
Right.
So go ahead,
To
please.
pull an Allison Williams
Yes.
for you?
I will, but as much as I can criticize Oscar, I must say at this moment,
You both are
this
having you're having phone sex, but
We're
through
having
the
phone sex
microphone.
because
Well, actually,
Rob
it's foam sex.
Rob knows now that he's teasing me because he knows that now my story about my little dessert products is secondary now because now I need
You need
to
to
know
the brand.
exactly what kind of brand of whipped cream and why, because that's the way I roll with this man after 20 plus years. Rob, why do you have a specific brand, and tell me why?
I have found that this brand has less artificial sweet flavor than Ready Whip. It has a more natural sweetened flavor.
And more creamy.
And creaminess in spades, Mike.
Now, I can't think of another brand. I mean, if you have a generic store
They are
brand.
not primarily known for whipped cream, but they are known for dairy products.
Are they? Is this a spray nozzle product?
It is. You know what? If you were to sort of blank out all the brand names, you could almost confuse it for a can of Ready Whip. But when you peeled back the label, do you know what name you would see?
What?
Land O'Lakes. Yeah.
I need subtitles.
Land O'Lakes.
What's going on here?
He's talking about why. Well, here's a man that probably knows his way around whipped cream.
Oh, you know what? No, this guy, he's a Cool Whip guy. He doesn't care.
I don't like whipped cream at all.
I don't like whipped cream.
I don't. I'm not a big fan.
When I'm at CrossFit with the first lady of when I'm at CrossFit with Flotus, I don't ever eat whipped cream.
I never really got into it.
Yeah.
All right, so it's
kind of
Land
explains
O'Lakes,
your joyless life.
Land O'Lakes. I'll look.
Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. You will not be sorry when you see that little Pocahontas lady saying, "Wouldn't I be good on a piece of pecan pie?" You say, "Yes, you would."
Okay, I'll look for it then.
Please do.
Here it is. So here is the dessert product. This is only recent too, like last 2 weeks. So I have not had, and then I'll get back to the whole reason I want to talk about cake in the beginning of the show. So the little tart. Jesus Christ.
There's a little tart on the Land O'Lakes. She's Native American tart.
Yeah, she's a Native American tart. Thank you very much. It's got the little packages, and I take, and this is going to probably gross you out, Rob, because it's going to. But this is what I'm relegated to.
All right.
I take my light Yoplait yogurt, which I have in the morning, light Yoplait yogurt, and I take, and incidentally, the light Yoplait yogurt, for all the fat people out there, they make it into creamy pie fillings now. That's exactly what you get.
Yeah.
You get pineapple upside down cake, you get key lime pie, you get raspberry cheesecake, all these artificial flavors, and it's really just about the only truly artificial crap that I eat, but I eat it every day. And
but
sometimes
the basis is organic. The basis is still, dairy.
Rofo, look up Yoplait Light flavors, and perhaps we can go through the flavors because they are going out of their minds. I had a flavor at breakfast this morning that I did not care for, and I will not have it again.
What is it?
Just
That
came up
seemed
on
like
me.
you cared for it.
Yes, thank you. Watermelon, disgusting.
Watermelon doesn't belong anywhere.
No.
You know
No.
what? Watermelon is by nature a flawed artificial flavor. I point you
Yes,
to
it is.
watermelon bubblegum. Is
Horrible.
oppressive to taste and oppressive to smell.
Watermelon
I've chewed
Oreos.
it though.
Yeah.
I've chewed
Disgusting.
it. The flavor that I had today, so I said no, we're not going to do it. But if you put the key lime pie, and I believe I said that to Mrs. O'Mara, I said, you know what? This is such a lovely flavor profile, and I'm not a big key lime pie fan. I said this flavor profile of this light yogurt that I eat not only because I'm watching my calories and I am also trying to eat yogurt because it's good for you.
Yes.
You could put this in a pie and a graham, and I said specifically a graham cracker crust, and you could make what would be a reasonable impression of a key lime pie.
It
And I
makes
said
sense
that
to
and I
me
meant it.
because a key lime pie is a tart pie. As you said, the flavor
A tart
profile,
pie in a tart shell.
It goes well.
And there it is. It
Tart
comes full
pie
circle.
show. It goes.
That's right.
It goes well with the flavor of yogurt. Yogurt,
Yes.
you can't really make it sweet because it's always got that underlying sourness, but that will work with lime.
It worked with lime, and Rofo's got the flavors of the Yoplait light yogurts, and I will give you the dingers as to the ones I like, and of course the ones I hate, because there's somebody out there that hates that I use the buzzer. Lick it, lick it, lick it, lick it.
Now, would you like the standard flavors, or would you like me to also go into the thick and creamy line?
Oh.
Well, see, the thick and creamy line will not be light, right? Is it Yoplait light?
They make light, thick, and creamy.
Rofo, I'm over
Yes.
here. I'm
All
over
right.
here. Take your time to answer.
All right,
Did you,
so
did you hear me?
apple fritter.
Apple fritter.
That is a standard flavor.
Thank you. Yeah.
You got to say it if he says it.
Hold on, Rofo. Did you hear me? Because I said, are these the light
They
flavors?
make
They-
light,
already said
thick,
it
and creamy.
both.
They all make light. They're
Okay.
light, creamy, light, thick. They make them all.
Okay.
All right,
very
so we also have apricot mango sherbet.
Ew.
good. No, too much crap going on there.
Banana-
Apricot, mango, sherbet, bubblegum, pretzel. I don't want that. Thank you very
and you know
much.
what? And I'm decidedly anti-mango.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Banana cream pie.
Now, so wait, hold on a second. I got to stop you there. Being a Floridian part of the year, real mango is absolutely phenomenal, and mango salsa, which is a little overused in restaurants,
Right.
like on a piece of fish. I'm talking to the wrong guy.
Oh, it's so
Go
good.
ahead, Rofo.
Yes.
All right,
Fish, what's that?
yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Black forest cake.
That might be
No,
fun.
no, don't
Blackberry.
care for the blackberry.
Are you
Fine,
going
absolutely.
alphabetically? Why are you hitting the word black so hard?
Because it's always racial with him.
It is,
Oh,
man.
so we have a blueberry patch.
Well, see, hold on. Blueberry patch. Okay, so blueberry patch. What you know? What that tells me? That tells me we didn't have any real blueberries, so we took a test tube and we put some carcinogens in a big jar, and we stirred them up, and they tasted just like a blueberry. Yes, sirree.
Blueberry patch sounds like something you get an ointment for. My boy's got a blueberry patch on his shoulder. Yeah.
All right,
go ahead,
Boston,
Rofo.
Boston cream pie.
Yeah, no, bad flavor. I've been there, and Carl, of course, sees Boston and goes, "Hey, okay, there, pack the car, have it there. Here's your Boston cream pie." Tasted like ass. Didn't care for it.
Chocolate cherry cupcake.
No, see, too much going on. And this is for, really, this is for, I don't want to say, I don't want to be totally overtly sexist here,
Right.
but this is for the housefrows that are down there going, I can only have light yogurt, but I love this. This is so delicious. This is wonderful. I can have my chocolate cherry pie. Crap.
We have the harvest peach.
That might be
That's
good.
very delicious.
The
Yeah.
aforementioned key lime pie. Also, lemon cream pie.
Yeah.
Orange cream.
I haven't had that one.
Hey, what do you think? What's your prediction?
Whitehall's famous fruit fritter.
Hey, an orange cream yogurt.
Thank you.
Pineapple upside down cake.
Had that the other night. Very
Good.
Raspberry cheesecake.
Didn't. Yep, had that one.
Raspberry sherbet.
Haven't had that one.
Red raspberry.
Red raspberry, great flavor. Haven't gotten my favorite flavor. You haven't got my favorite flavor. Nobody will guess what my favorite flavor is. No one will guess.
Red
It's
velvet
simple.
cupcake.
Hot.
Oh no, I think you'd like that. No,
Strawberries and
terrible.
banana.
Overused strawberry banana is
it's
the
a
most
classic.
overused artificial flavor in the world.
But it's a classic.
It's why do you say it's a classic?
Because if you go back to old school yogurt that you used to have to like stir with the fruit in the bottom and everything,
Yeah.
strawberry banana, and that was real strawberries because you could see them in the goo. Strawberry banana is a great flavor combination.
I think it's Banana Crush in the wrong party. That's my humble opinion. Go ahead, Rofo. More,
Strawberry.
please. Thank you. Strawberry, solid flavor.
Strawberry orange sunrise.
No, I'm sorry. No, you don't put the sunrise in there because that means you're going to put mint in it or something like that.
Hey,
It's
what is
disgusting.
this? Is this yogurt or a weather forecast?
All right, strawberry.
Come on! How about it? Come on.
We got a strawberry shortcake.
Nah.
And
Great cartoon character.
triple berry tort.
No, you haven't gotten to my favorite one yet. Tort. I don't need tort. But I believe in tort reform.
Here you are.
Ah,
Vanilla cherry.
No.
Very cherry.
And it should be cherry
Hold
vanilla
on.
anyway.
Very. Where's very cherry? Can you describe very cherry to me?
Well, it's cherry, but it's very cherry.
You know, you're being a smartass, Rofo. You're being a smartass right now. Very cherry. Cherry is my favorite flavor.
Okay, so
I'm
then-
bored with this, but I wanted to share that with you because I don't know how
All
long
right.
he'll take to get. How many flavors did we miss? Do you have like 30 more or something like that?
Well, we skipped the entire thick and creamy line. Maybe on Monday's show we can get to that.
Yeah.
You know.
That's more riveting radio coming up. We will take a break. When we come back, more fun and more thrills with the Mike O'Mara Show. Thank you, everybody.
It's Tony and Gary.
Hey there, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tony Perkins.
Hi, I'm Oscar Schindler.
And on tomorrow's show, well, you're not, but Gary says this for a reason. You have to listen to tomorrow's show. What happens is insane. Also on the show, celebrities.
I love that.
Yes, we talk all about celebrities. A listener calls in with his stinky encounter with a star.
Yes, but naturally I have to top him.
Of course. Listen to it. Subscribe to the Tony Perkins Show on iTunes.
The Tony Perkins Show.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Sleep Number Beds. Summer's finally here. You want the energy to enjoy your summer. Best way to get that energy is to have a good night's sleep. I've been sleeping like a baby my whole life, it seems, with this wonderful Sleep Number bed, so I can get out and enjoy the day. You have to go to a Sleep Number store, and that's the only place you're going to find the Sleep Number bed with Sleep IQ technology, ladies and gentlemen. My Sleep Number bed lets me choose the comfort and support that is just right for me, and the built-in Sleep IQ technology tracks my sleep by using the technology already inside the bed. Sleep IQ tells you exactly how to have the best sleep of your life, and I mean it. I've never loved a product more. There is nothing to wear, nothing to turn on. All you have to do is sleep, and that's easy because this is the best bed I have ever had, and I want you to get one. And I want you to tell me when you do, because I love those stories of people that have enjoyed their brand new sleep with Sleep Number beds. My Sleep Number setting is an 85. Carla's is a 65. You can come in right now and discover the Sleep Number bed and Sleep IQ technology, and you can save from $500 to $650 on a Sleep Number P6 mattress set. No better sleep. Find your Sleep Number setting today at any of the 450 Sleep Number stores nationwide. Find one near you by calling 800-511-0061. And don't forget to knock 3 times on the mattress if you want me.
Twice on the pipe.
Tell them that Mike O'Mara sent you. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, well, we covered the entire cake thing. Any particular preference on a birthday cake?
Absolutely.
I like mine to be purely traditional. That's and I know
like,
you have one.
You have like the yellow cake with the white bakery icing.
That's the standard birthday cake, right?
White man's cake.
I think so.
Yeah.
Solid.
It's a white. Oh, now, see, it's funny. When you said that, I started thinking Latin, and
That's not Latin. Tres leches is Latin.
But you
That's
know,
what
tres
I'm saying.
leches was not invented by the Latins. It was invented by Americans to sell condensed milk.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Know your
how did
history.
you know? Where did you know that from? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
My mom used to make it in Bolivia. Did they make it in the U.S. and get it to Bolivia?
It was created by the milk company. The recipe was created.
Which milk company?
I think Carnation.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold on a
right.
second.
You
You
know.
mean
I wouldn't
Tres
know.
Leches cake is not originating from Latin America?
It originated in a laboratory in these great United States.
Really?
Yeah. To sell
Where
milk.
did you find this? This out?
And what made you
At
look up the
meetings,
origin
Mike.
story?
No, I believe actually you'll love this. I think Alton Brown talked about it.
Oh God.
Well, you ask
Now
a
you
question.
oh God. Yeah, but like he knows everything. Like he's gospel truth. Did he make a Tres Leches cake and show people the most complicated possible way to make a cake that you could make in 5 minutes?
Well, the thing was that I found was a little over the top. Is he said the first step is to buy a calf and raise it, and then you have to milk the
when
cow.
Alton Brown was did his main lobster show and took out a frigging rolling pin.
It's a good thing you don't hold a grudge, Mike.
And had him roll out the legs to get the extra meat out of the lobster. I wanted to reach into the television set with a baseball bat and slap him upside the head with it.
But you know what? It worked. It's just
Oscar,
complicated.
what are you reading?
It
over there?
says popularity and origins off Wikipedia, so take it with a grain of salt. The cake is popular in Central America and South America, North America, and mainly parts of the Caribbean. The origins of the tres leches are disputed. However, the idea for creating cake soaked in a liquid is most likely of medieval European origin.
There it is, Alton. There doesn't sound like an American company said it, Rob.
Well,
recipes.
He's going back to the basis of soaking a cake. I'm talking about the traditional recipe of condensed milk poured on a cake.
I don't think it came. I think it came from somewhere else.
Recipes for the soaked cake desserts were seen in Mexico as early as the 19th century, likely a result of large cross-cultural transfer which took place between Europe and the Americas. Recipes appeared. This is where you get partial credit.
Okay.
Recipes appeared on Nestle condensed milk labels in the 1940s. So Nestle just put the recipe on the can, but the actual cake, I think its origins
are you prepared to yield your point? Because
I yield
you
my
said
point.
Because it didn't originate with American companies. That's,
then you know what? Then I stand corrected. However, the popularity
Are you prepared to renounce all things Alton Brown on the Michael Mara Show today?
Yes. Yeah, I'll never watch it again.
You're not being sincere. You will. You know you will. You know you will.
That's fine.
You'll watch him because you love him.
Well, I'll go
He's
home
your
and
kind
Mike,
of man.
there'll be 2 episodes on my DVR, and I'll say, "Hello, Alton. How are you? Do you want to talk about pudding today?
Don't tell Mike.
Let's talk about pudding."
There are a lot of things, especially comedically, where Rob and I are unbelievably kindred spirits.
Right in line.
Where we separate company is Alton Brown, probably one of our greatest running disputes ever. Where and I'm trying to say. He is a bit nerdy, and
he is.
You know, but the thing is, I think I've described Alton Brown as someone who takes things that should not be complicated and makes them as complicated as he can. That's how he makes his living.
However,
and I hate that.
That said, I will say that he is the television equivalent of the book The Joy of Cooking. I don't know that I've ever actually followed a recipe from
Right.
Joy of Cooking, but if I'm going to tackle a recipe, I will read what Joy of Cooking has to say so that I have an understanding of what I'm about to do.
And you know what? That's where we part company, and probably why. And I'll cop to this. You can produce stuff out of your kitchen a lot better than I can because I want to just do it.
Yeah, I
want to get it
understand.
done. My specialties are something that I can. You know what? I probably right now could walk into any of your homes outside of Rofo. And I
Don't
could
go
probably
to Pony's because the Stalkers coming over tonight.
But Pony would
got
have a stock
plans.
kitchen because Pony does food. Pony makes food and he gets
He
into
does.
it. But I could walk in, and I've done this. I did this one time for like 30 people, where I walked into a kitchen and I had what was on hand out of the refrigerator, the pantry, threw out threw some stuff on the stove, and actually put a meal together for everybody.
Wow.
And it was an absolute
look
home
at
run.
you.
I'm
That's
one of
cool.
those guys that could do that. When you get me into the whole recipe thing, I step on it. I hate the detail. I'll
I know
follow
what
a
it is.
recipe
You
grudgingly.
you hate the chemistry of cooking.
I hate that's why I'll never be a baker. I would never
And
bake
it's so
anything.
key to baking. I mean, it's not always, but for example, like the fruitcake that we make, and it always comes back to this usually, but there is so much.
I won't slam that, otherwise I won't.
But there
get any.
there is stuff that is done precisely by weight because we've worked on it for so long that we know precisely what we need to make it happen right. And it's done by weight, and we use baking thermometers to make sure that they're the right temperature. Remember the dry cakes of 3 years ago? I can't let that
Yes.
happen
Oh my
again.
God. That drought.
When you came in to your living room and you looked at me and it was like December 17th and you just went, I don't know.
Bad batch.
It's a little dry.
It was a bad
And
batch.
I was heartbroken.
But
You
you,
know what's
knew
funny?
it was dry, right?
Yeah, but I didn't think it was dry enough that he would come out and say it.
No.
Yeah, it's like it's bad. It's like when someone says, "Hey, you know what? You've got a huge zit on your nose." It's like, I know, but don't tell me.
But talk about taking something and improving on it after that. I mean,
yeah.
my God, the last 2 years of fruitcakes have been
Quite a vintage,
unreal.
Mike. Quite a vintage.
Wonderful, but it is. But you see, that is you would never have, and I don't mean
Oscar
this,
is like so polite, sitting here on this where
I
he
know.
wants to be. He wants to be in a different.
right. He's shopping right now. He's on Amazon shopping drones. But it's nice. It's nice
he's
that he's
doing
here.
something. He's finishing his paper for his MBA right now as we're having this
The name
discussion.
of his paper is "How I Knew My Partners Would Be Dead in 2 Years."
But Oscar, you have had one of my very first outside of the radio station moments with you is when you invited me over and you had this amazing cookout
Yes.
at your place where
Yeah, but that
the
has
food
Mama
was phenomenal.
Santana written all over it. Like,
She
took
did all
care
the
of all
prep
the
for that.
prep. She said, "This is what you're going to do. I got to go to my book club meeting. You take care of your friends. I'm out."
So you don't cook.
No, I don't cook. And I wish I did, but it's just simply something I never got into.
What if say we move many, many years down the line,
Yes.
many years, and Mama's not around anymore? And I don't mean this to preach doom
No,
or
no,
gloom,
no.
but there will come a day.
We've all got shelf life.
Who will make the fricassee?
I think the only person that my brother knows how to cook very well, and he learned from my mom as a kid. He would always be in the kitchen with my mom.
But don't
cooking.
you think
So
you
there's
should
one
know-
kid.
you
Yes.
should know how to make it?
I shouldn't. Because I actually, I figure the woman in my life will either figure that out or woe is me. I'm not enough into. I'm just not really into food enough to go through the toil of creating something.
And there it is. I have to say this,
And he
as
speaks the truth.
Well, it's the truth, and it really is. If you want to talk about people that are fit and in shape, look, fit, in shape people can enjoy fabulous meals. Don't get me wrong, and
Right.
they can go out to great restaurants and they can do it. But I will tell you, on a day-to-day basis, and I joked about it when I went and visited my sister in Boston.
Right.
I will tell you that I was so incredibly frustrated. But one of the things where I have been on this regimen with Carla is we don't have anything. There's nothing that what we have in our house now to eat are the things that I am allowed to eat. We do not have what we used to, where you could have a little smorgasbord and go into the refrigerator and everything. Now it's
That's
just
a wise
in Kathy's-
policy, though. That's a
Oh,
wise
it
policy.
is, but it's so frustrating.
and you live
Kathy's
in the
house
middle
was
of
nuts and
nowhere,
berries.
so it's not like you
Right.
can run and get it.
Right.
Everything's
Can't do that.
closed.
can't. I could run to one of those roadside stands where you see the 800-pound people that are waddling up to get their fried clams and their ice cream cone when they're done with it.
Sure.
But I can't do it. Yeah, Rofo. Nathan's Dairy Bar, Rofo. Remember that place?
Well,
You
that's a
made
good
a few
spot.
trips by there, didn't you?
Right by the mini
That
golf.
Oh God! I still
Couple rounds. Get some
I may be
soft serve.
deprived. I may be deprived now, but I can still think back to my extra large mint chocolate chip milkshake at Nathan's Dairy Bar, and they made it. And they didn't put chips in it like you would get regular chocolate chips. They took Magic Shell and then they put it in a blender and did it that way. And I would always ask for the Magic Shell.
I had a marvelous moment with Mike when we went to a baseball game, a day baseball, Mike.
Day baseball.
And then after that, we didn't have enough beer at the park, so we had to have a few beers at a bar before we drove home. And we weren't driving, but
Right.
we were. And about the time we got on to 495 from 95, Mike said, "You know what's great? Is mint chocolate chip shake from this Nathan's. We gotta go. We gotta go." And it became more and more important as we circled the Beltway.
Just the
Right.
diabetes wagon.
By the time we got there,
Jeez.
well, we have a new name for the diabetes wagon. It's called the tow truck.
Did we end up making it to the Dairy Bar? Did we get there?
Mike, in torrential thunderstorms, we stood
yeah.
outside and got our shakes, and I said, "Pretty great."
Got to take risks in life.
You do.
I'll stand out there. Let me see. Getting hit by lightning, satisfying my craving. Okay. We'll take a break. Come back with more fun and more thrills on the Mike O'Mara Show. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, everybody. Listen up, small business owners. You're going to want to hear this one because this is still, and will probably continue to be forever, it seems like, one of the greatest offers in the world, Vistaprint.com. They've been a fine sponsor of the Mike O'Mara Show for a good long time because we love this deal and we take advantage of this deal, and our listeners do too. You can get 500 business cards for $9.99 when you enter promo code TMOS at checkout. That's $9.99 for 500 business cards. This is the best deal out there, and it's so easy to make great-looking cards. Pick from tons of industry-specific designs. Then you just put your info in and you're done. Or you can upload your own stuff like we did with our show logo and pictures.
You
and
know who
everybody
just
can
had
do
a custom card printed by them?
Who dat?
Gary Stein.
Nice.
Gary Stein.
With the Tony Perkins website
Good
and
man.
the Tony Perkins artwork right on. They're beautiful cards.
Perfect.
That's right. And Gary's card says, well, it's got Gary Stein on the front, then the phone number, then on the back. My wife is so much hotter than I'll ever be. Anyway, we've all made cards at Vistaprint, and they always turn out great. I hand out my TMOS cards all the time. Remember, Vistaprint has everything you need for marketing as well. And if you're not happy, Vistaprint will make it right. 500 business cards on sale, $9.99. Never been a better time to professionally promote your business. Just visit Vistaprint.com and use the promo code TMOS to get this fabulous offer. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Whoa. I have to just say this with this news this week that's been in on the television every single time. I say the shark story about people getting bitten by sharks. I understand that when someone gets bitten by a shark, you have to put it on television. But what I don't understand is the coverage. There was a question asked of, I think it was a police chief earlier in the week, where Savannah Guthrie, in her infinite wisdom, was talking to a police chief or a fire chief or a safety chief. I don't know what kind of chief he was. And her question to him, when they closed the beaches and then they reopened them, she said to him, and I quote, "Can you guarantee that people will be safe at the beach?" And I just said, I understand we love Jaws and we love sharks and it's beach season and people get... But I'm sorry, you are swimming in the ocean.
Right.
There are sharks that go by the beach to feed. People are going to get bitten by sharks. It happens. If you don't want to get bitten by a shark, you don't swim in the ocean. For God's sake.
Did you hear any of the CNN coverage?
I did not.
It's even worse.
Damn it, Martin. This is compressed air.
Well, what the hell kind of a knot was that?
You pulled the wrong one.
It's Wolf Blitzer, Mike.
Around these tanks and they're gonna blow up.
Yeah, that's real fine, expensive gear you brought out here, Mr. Hooper. But I don't know what that bastard shark's gonna do with it. He might eat it, I suppose.
Somebody excited?
Rocking chair.
Is somebody excited for his Father's Day movie that he's going to go? Rob's going to go see Jaws.
It's gonna be
Rob's
great.
Rob's going to see Jaws with his son and his dad. That sounds like a lot of fun. I understand we cover when there's a shark attack, especially 2 in short order and kids.
Right.
That's
within
but
moments.
at the same time, the way they cover it is. Am I missing something? I'm not. When I'm walking the beaches of Florida and I see a guy pull in a baby shovelhead shark,
right?
That's about this big. I said, Mama's out there as well. Probably I'm not going to be going waist deep into the water.
They come from somewhere. They come from somewhere. And you know what it is, Mike, is since we've cured the tuberculosis and we've found the escaped convicts, we have to manufacture another story. And
Exactly.
they want a panic on the 4th of July.
Just doesn't make sense to me.
And then I like also people saying, well, I don't think I'm going to go swimming after 4 p.m. Because that's when they seem to happen. And I say, have you ever seen a shark wearing a watch? They don't really stick to it.
Down in Florida, and any coastal community, there are a lot of people that do what's called night fishing, and they go out actually looking for sharks. And I remember talking to this guy down there that said they didn't have a boat, and in order to get the big sharks, they had to cast or get their bait out to a certain length off the shore, and he would actually swim a bait bag out to where they wanted it to be, and then he'd swim.
I remember
back.
that.
That was
the guy was my hero. I'm like, clearly. Well, the odds of I think the odds still stand as you have a better chance of winning the lottery than getting bit by a shark.
But
right?
doesn't this guy know if he's out there splashing in the water, they don't need a bait bag? He is the bait bag.
Yeah,
he doesn't need to be doing anything.
I think about it all the time. I've caught sharks. I have seen sharks. I mean, it's a very interesting proposition. Now, the only thing you will hear from media outlets is that these sharks tend to that maybe the migratory patterns with all this warming of water, whatever, that they're gravitating towards shore more because their food sources out in deeper water are becoming more scarce. I have no idea whether that's true.
But I got a problem with that because they said that the water is so cold that your lobsters are more expensive this year. What's the truth?
You know what? Who knows what the truth is? I'll try to research it and get right back to you. But anyway, sharks bite people.
They do.
I don't think we need to make a big panic.
Do you go
about
in the
it.
water when you go to the beach?
The ocean?
Yes.
I don't like the ocean for a variety of reasons, not necessarily shark related. Okay. I don't like the way you feel after you get out of the ocean. I don't like all the salt on my body.
It's refreshing.
Give me a nice pool right by the ocean, and I'm a happy guy.
Okay.
I like the smell of the sea.
It's a salt water pool? I mean, does the salt bother you that much?
No, I don't care for the experience, and I also probably in the back of my mind, it's just getting into the ocean. There are critters in there. There are lots of little critters in there.
But what about the waves? The waves are so great. That's
fun.
the whole
Body
deal.
surfing.
Yeah.
But really, when you think about most beach areas, congested beach areas, I find them absolutely gross. I find public pools gross as well. When you're at a community pool or you're going to a hotel and a lot of kids are sitting there, you don't think that that's like a little urine soup that you're swimming in every day when you're in there? I mean, community
they have
water.
that joy of cooking, by the way.
I wouldn't. I'd be uncomfortable going to a hot tub at somebody's house where their poop water has been, where they've been making their own fecal material in there. It grosses me out. I like, and to be honest with you, even where we are down in Florida, we have this tiny little pool steps away from our house, and the old people never use it. The only time that pool gets used is when somebody comes to visit with kids, and you'll hear the kids screaming, and then it's like my private pool that's being used, and I'm like, oh god,
kids.
And here I am, Mr. Hypocrite, because I have kids. One day, there's this old guy lives down on the street, and he walks like 7 miles a day. He's one of those guys. He's got the big shorts on, and he walks. I said, how many miles you doing today, sir? He said, 7, and he just keeps chugging along.
How many miles you doing today, sir? Shut up.
See you later. All right, there you go. All right. He's at the pool one day. Carla told me this. I didn't see it, but it's stuck in my brain. Said he's sitting at the edge of the pool, and he's removing a Band-Aid from his shin.
Oh.
And when he removes the Band-Aid, he bleeds into the pool. And I tell you that story. I tell you that story, and I feel nauseated telling you that. That is how gross I consider that. It just made me want to barf.
It is
and
bad.
that's why. So when you ask me whether I swim in the ocean, to me, yes, it's big and vast and all that and huge and
Yes,
good
Mr.
and
Trump.
But I'll tell you, when I think of it, go to the beach sometime, especially a crowded beach. Walk along the beach in Ocean City, like in the concentrated areas, like right down from where the showers are, and take a look at the sand, and take a look at how disgusting human beings are, and how much crap they leave on the beach. Like, and you know, back before smoking, back in the great days, Pony, when smoking was popular,
yes,
they used to have, you know, you'd have just cigarette butts
everywhere,
and styrofoam containers, and pieces of paper, and
needles,
children's diapers, and disgusting.
Take Ocean City out of it. If you don't go down the ocean there, and you go to somewhere like a Wrightsville Beach or something that is a little less trafficked, like in North Carolina.
That's where the sharks are, Rob. Because that's where the road's less traveled.
It's a lot of fun.
It's amazing.
I love going to the beach and actually getting out there. And if there's a nice swell, not something that you could really surf on, but something you could actually just get out there on, and maybe catch a wave, right?
Sure, and you sit on top of the world.
You know what? I used to like to body surf. Body surfing was fun, but then there was that one incident where they brought Fish and Game down and tried to roll me back into the back of one of their trucks. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, of course. You know. And then there was that one time when I was hit by the propeller on my back. You know?
I remember.
That was when I was breeding.
That was in
Florida.
Florida.
It was really, really, really difficult.
Florida manatee.
You know?
I just remember they kept saying, "Push him back in the ocean. He's drowning."
Push him back. Yeah. It's like when me and a bunch of my fat relatives actually, we came up on the beach and the waves were breaking in back of us, and so we were just sitting there on our stomachs, waving our arms, and we were all confused. We really didn't know where to go. We didn't know where to go at all.
Now, when you're up at the
then a bunch of Japanese fishermen came down with these big knives. I said, "You're not cutting on me. You're not cutting on me. I'm not getting in the back of your boat, you bastard. Get away from me."
Don't you put that sauce on me.
Don't do that.
Now, when you're at the point up there in Maine, and
Yes.
you told me the first time I went up there, if you really want to be accepted, if you want to be one of us, you have to go up to your neck in Frenchman's Bay, and it is
something.
cold.
It's funny. There I am being a hypocrite again. I asked you to do something that I am never going to do again. Fear of heart attack is what I.
I mean,
what I do.
and that is, it is cold enough that you feel like, oh my God.
Didn't
you're-
Rofo, did you go into the
awesome.
water also? Did you do it?
I did not. I missed out on that.
No, because
you
he's
just
too
sat on the
busy with his hookah.
Yeah, the hookah on his on the deck.
I
The whole time he was
don't
there.
want my hookah to go out.
That's
When's the
good
last
stuff.
time you went into the water in the
Oh,
bay?
God. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you when I went in. I don't. There's something about
It's
you know,
amazing to me
that's-
because you love that body of water so much. I would think you'd want to at least want to go down there and put your ankles in it.
No, the you know what? It's the temperature that I just I love watching other people do it. And when my son gets a little older, and if we get a little hot streak here, I may do that. But no, the ocean is one big giant hassle. I was walking in the
Can we
beach.
quote? Can we quote you, Spicoli?
For swimming in the ocean.
Man.
Swimming in the ocean is one giant hassle. There's one time where I'm walking along and I stepped on something sharp, and it just grossed me out. Down in Florida, like every 3 months or so, we get a report on some guy that stubbed his toe at the beach, and like they had to remove his leg because he got this bacteria and stuff. So here I am saying we make too big a deal about sharks. And here I
Fearmonger.
am talking about the beach.
He stubbed his toe.
That's
Yeah,
right.
there's
Are
a
you
lot
still
of
okay
gribblers.
with your bathtub? I mean, I'm just obviously you don't go in pools, you don't go
No,
in the ocean.
I go in the pool. I go even the pool. I even Scab Central. I go into Scab Central and that pool, and I do
Chlorine
that.
would kill all that. all the
Yeah, but
germs.
it's still
Still
as
gross.
far as
Of course,
I
Mike
know
comes out
chlorine
with
kills it.
his hair bleached perfectly white.
He had red trunks, now they're pink.
Exactly.
How about if I came out of the pool, my hair just fell off?
That's right.
What chemicals are in that pool?
Chemical burn.
What chemicals are in that
Carla,
pool?
I haven't any fingernails.
Oh God! But anyway,
God.
so chill out about sharks. Rob, you had a story this week about you got two dealer's choice. You brought two to my attention: dog poo DNA,
Yes.
or the new blood pressure spokesperson.
I would like to
I'm ready
lead with
believe you.
the blood pressure spokesman because it's brief. When you want to really convey the importance of keeping your blood pressure under control, and I am a student of this, sometimes a delicate balance of exercise and pills, you want someone who is reliable and trustworthy, right?
Yeah.
Forget about Obamacare. Ron Jeremy has a plan to help get this country healthy.
Ron Jeremy is the national spokesperson for like blood pressure.
He has taken it on himself, Mike. He has taken it on himself as
Self-appointed.
as
Of course,
his
he's
cause.
self-appointed. Yeah. Let me tell you, I watched some of his work. I know where some of that blood pressure goes. I truly
Some of it is very
do.
high. How old do you think Ron Jeremy is now?
60?
He's 62.
Nice.
You know what? Ron Jeremy, how that man became, it speaks to the pornography industry.
Oh, yeah.
When a man who looks like Ron Jeremy can be a superstar in the porn business. That he is one of the foulest, most disgusting looking men that I have ever seen in my life, and the only attribute that he possessed was his, Schwanstucker.
Yes, exactly.
That's what he had.
We all
But
have
I
a gift, Mike.
That's true. Everybody's good at something.
On-screen charisma.
So,
But Mike, what?
so gross. And then he keeps doing it. So here's the thing. He's gross when he's in shape years ago.
Yes.
In his early career. And then he continues to stay in the business as not only is he disgusting when he was thin, but he gets fatter and fatter and fatter.
Well, he's
and
lost some weight, Mike, ever since 2013 when he had an aortic dissection.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
yeah.
So he had a ticker problem,
Which is
huh?
what killed John Ritter. And he says he felt great being fat. It was
Looking
just
him up right
damned
now.
unhealthy. And so now he's focused on getting fit and has released a video called Ron Jeremy, Life After the Buffet, which I think is not an X-rated thing. And also, this
Oh,
is the
God,
quote.
he is still so disgusting.
This
though.
is what
Oh, my
surprised me,
God.
Mike. He says he's always been spiritual.
Hard to believe.
Yes.
Wow. It is so nasty.
He's a
so-
bad-looking guy.
there's nothing that you can do to make this guy, look that good. It's pretty
Palatable.
gross.
Hey,
and
would you-
and he takes his mustache and he does that kind of Salvador Dali thing with his mustache.
Oh, he waxes it?
And he doesn't have that much of a mustache. Oh, it's really gross to see that.
So would you ever go in a pool with him?
Not on your life. Especially if you had scabs.
What's interesting about this guy is that he had that lasting power. Didn't change his look. He got worse looking, as you mentioned, Mike.
Exactly.
But in a weird way, the fact that he's actually talking about blood pressure, that's a good thing, right?
Well, because I
good
think
thing.
he sees that the end of the road as far as a porn guy is near. Maybe he's trying to reinvent himself, but he can't be mainstream.
No, not at all.
can
Let me
never do
ask
it.
you this.
He's done too much
as-
damage on film.
Exactly.
Oscar, as a connoisseur of the art, don't you think really that these people that get in this game, the people that
The porn game?
you ever think at the end of the day? I always think about this when it comes to really deep thinking about that industry.
Please,
You get
share.
done, you get done with that career, and no matter how old you are, and some of these guys last a long time in this
Well,
business.
they have to, Miker.
All right, I get it. Thank you, Shecky. I understand.
There's an actual documentary out. It's on Netflix. You can pick it up now. That talks about, and it seems to me that it's not equal opportunity because the women in the business have a tougher time adjusting outside of the adult industry.
What did our guest say, Mike?
They're garbage cans.
That's right.
That's what
it's
a
actually
pornographer
called
said.
After Porn Ends. It came out in 2012, and it actually documents. I think remember Houston? She did the Houston 500.
Yeah, she entertained a lot of people.
Yes. They talk about her and other porn stars' lives after their run has ended.
Did you watch it? Have you
Yeah,
seen
I've
it?
watched it, and it's what you would expect. Super sad. There are people
very
that are trying
sad.
to adjust into the real world, and now they've started families, and they're doing everything they can
To distance?
to distance themselves, and
Nearly impossible,
also
I
for
would
their
think.
kids. Once somebody, for example, once somebody in the neighborhood finds out what they had done in their past, they have to
Oh, God.
move. School
Wow.
systems change.
There
It's just
it
the
is.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, I got to see
Yes.
that. I have to check
And if you
that
want
out.
something that is slightly more lighthearted, go onto YouTube and Google "watching pornography with the porn star." They've done a series of videos where there's nothing dirty about it. It's just documenting the reactions of people watching porn stars in action with that porn star sitting with them, and it is so skin-crawlingly awkward you can't even imagine. I mean, there's like it looks like a lady from a PTA meeting sitting with a female porn star, and they're watching on a laptop, and the lady says, "Oh, I didn't even think that someone could do that."
That might be
But you got to check it out. It's
Sure
pretty
it is.
great.
Wow, that's good stuff. We'll take a break. We will come back. Oscarazzi, you got one for us this
Yes,
week?
sir.
Attaboy.
We'll check in with Oscarazzi on the Mike O'Mara Show right after this.
Podcast Podcasts are great, but with all the podcasts out there, how do you choose? Let me recommend for your listening pleasure, Cake and Cookies. It's hosted by Katie Forbes von Herman and my dad, Rob Spiewak. I like it because it's family friendly, and they never use words like head, bullshit, son of a and they never say go fuck yourself, because kids don't need that kind of filth in their life. Cake and Cookies, every Wednesday at MikeO'MaraShow.com, a part of More Broadcasting.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. I love that,
My
Robert.
boy.
Fantastic job. Buying and selling a house, the biggest decision you'll ever make in your lifetime. You have to do it with the best realtor. Here's a way to help yourselves out. Check out Homelight.com. Homelight's technology analyzes home sales data and client reviews, and they find the best agent for you based on actual past performance. You can do this whether you are buying or selling. You need to get yourself involved with Homelight.com. They were founded by Stanford grads. They're backed by Google, and their agents are all top 5 producers, and they are proven to sell faster. And they do it for up to a 9% higher selling price.
Nice.
They're experts at Homelight in marketing and prepping your home for sale, too. Plus, they're honest and reliable and professional. Homelight has already helped thousands of folks in D.C. and all over the U.S. buy and sell their homes with a 9% higher selling price. If you're selling your house, I think you have to check that out. Best of all, Homelight is absolutely free for our listeners, and you get a $200 gift card when you buy or sell with a Homelight agent. Visit Homelight.com today. That's HOMELIGHT.com. Click on the microphone in the right-hand corner and enter the promo code TMOS to contact your perfect agent through the Homelight website. Or call them, 844-321-AGENT, and tell them that Mike O'Mara sent you. That's Homelight.com, the best way to find a real estate agent. Now, without further ado, let's bring him in.
Yeah.
Fresh from his MBA program, Mr. Oscar Santana.
Fellas.
Hi.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, he's very popular.
You know what I love about Arnold? Even after
What's
the
that?
whole George Lopez in a wig bit that he was banging his maid.
She
Right.
was not George Lopez in a
I
wig.
think it's a perfect description of her. I think that's exactly what she looked
Even
like.
after all that, he's bouncing back. You know, Terminator Genesis is coming out in July, and the press he's doing for that is phenomenal. One example is this for charity. This was for the After School All-Stars program, where Arnold went to Madame Tussauds Wax Museum in Hollywood.
This is a funny video.
And you see him walking towards Madame Tussauds, and there's always this just cavalcade of characters that are dressed up as your favorite action heroes.
Yeah,
or
like outside of the Chinese theater, you
Yes.
see like
Right.
a really low-rent Spider-Man.
Yeah. So before he walks into Madame Tussauds, which is right there, he finds the Terminator guy that's impersonating him.
That is so
And they do a
fantastic.
back and forth of all the Terminator lines, and the guy who's doing it with him plays along very well.
It's
We have
great.
talked for years about the fact that when we would have these former TV stars from their older series on our show, the people that were the most fun and the people that seemed the most well-adjusted were people that owned their stardom,
Exactly.
that owned the people wanting to be fans of Warner Klemper as Colonel Klink, who didn't own it, or people that would like Batman. Adam West is another great example. I think these
Loves it.
celebrities, when they own who they are, they have happier lives. And Lord knows Arnold has had some terrible miscues in his personal life. So I'm glad that he's doing this, because he's probably going to be happier.
It gets better. In full makeup, he goes into Madame Tussauds, and people are set up to take pictures with the celebrities. He takes the place of the actual Arnold in Madame
He
Tussauds.
takes the, is it the Terminator
It's
Arnold?
the Terminator
Yeah,
Arnold,
they've
yes.
got him
Oh,
in the
that's
makeup, and they
I
actually
gotta
do
watch
something
this.
to make him look almost waxy.
Yes. So he looks like a wax figure, right?
That is too funny.
People go, they stand in line to take pictures with the new Terminator Genesis Arnold Schwarzenegger wax figure, which is actually Arnold. So when they walk up for the picture, and when you've ever stepped alongside those wax figures, and I have before as well,
It's a little creepy. I've done it.
You're just looking towards the camera to get it over with, right?
Right, exactly.
But when the wax figure hugs you, once you're there, you freak out. It's all on video.
that is fantastic.
It's a lot of fun.
One really sweet moment where a lady that's holding a baby, like maybe a toddler, like a 2-year-old,
Yes.
cries, and you get to see human Arnold comforting the baby. It's
Arnold.
really entertaining. It's a good
Oh,
piece.
that's fantastic.
Again,
I love that.
And I
What a
will
great
go
idea.
see Terminator Genesis in theater.
Okay.
We haven't seen any early reviews, but I'm a fan. I feel like I definitely need to see it on the big
I'll go to
screen.
a movie as soon as we can find where there's a theater.
Mike, I understand. It's funny. They talk now.
Yeah, it's terrific. Great organist at my theater. Great organist.
Yesterday was a big day for 50 Shades of Grey fans, as Grey, the 50 Shades of Grey told by Christian, hit bookshelves and also online. I'm sure you can find it on audible.com. $15.95 is the book cover price, but I'll say this. I knew there was a trilogy of books. I just didn't realize this next book was going to come out so quickly.
Well, you see, when you write crappy books, it doesn't take very long.
Well, I never talk about this, but Carla actually likes to keep a journal, and
that's nice.
she actually has a chapter in there about my hair, and that was entitled 50 Shades of Grey, and she had to change it. Unfortunately.
Listen to this staggering number. 125 million copies of 50 Shades were in print. It's pretty wild. That's how popular this book is.
And this is just the first story.
That's the first one.
And this is just the first story retold from the guy's point of view.
That's the weird part about this.
So it's not even a real news story.
It's the same story told in the perspective of Christian Grey.
I am so not interested in 50 Shades of Grey or Christian Grey. I understand the phenomenon, but when I passed up the pay-per-view, sitting there with Carla, and we both made a decision to do it. Now, you've seen it, right? Both of you guys have seen it?
Remember,
I haven't.
For the show, I took Carrie to the theater to see it.
That's right, and you hated it.
I was not pleased.
Yeah.
Not even erotic, right? Not even all that erotic? Just kind of a joke?
No, it was horrible. It was comical. What was the most entertaining part, and I will always remember this, the best part of seeing it was seeing the hens dragging their husbands into the theater. And it's like, will you carry the popcorn, Harold? It was, that was it.
You know what would have made it better?
What's that?
Ron Jeremy.
Yes, or Fabulous Fruit Fritters.
So if you're a fan or your wife is a fan, I'm sure that you'll see that in her nook.
125 million copies. Jesus.
Wow.
Okay, gentlemen. Tim Donaghy, do you guys remember that name?
Tim Donahue?
Troy Donahue?
Donaghy. He was the ex-NBA ref that was sent to jail for allegedly gambling on games. This is in 2008.
He did a couple of bad things.
Yeah,
that was one of them, right?
They based Billy Crystal on him in Forget Paris.
Horrible movie.
Who remembers that movie?
It's always on TNT.
Wow.
So, yes, he went to jail for 15 months and this is in 2008 for his NBA gambling scandal. It's now being revealed that Tim needed to join a white supremacist gang while he was in jail, and he credits the white supremacist gang for saving his life.
What chapter is yours, Rob?
There was two things he had to do in order to join the gang. It was either get a tattoo with one of those shady ink pen tattoo guns that they have. Not guns. They actually have just what is basically a shiv that carves into your skin. Or B, shave his head. He settled for B. But the fact that he's talking about this now is interesting because he's got a book coming out, as everybody does. As you know, when you do Hard Time, you write about it.
Sure.
He says that he had to join the gang just simply for surviving, in order to survive in the jail, because he went to state fed. But his nickname was St. Pete the entire time he was in jail. Isn't that crazy?
St. Pete.
St. Pete.
But you know what? I love these stories because you know, as much as we see television shows about prisons and we see Locked Up and all these shows that are on, I think it's an intimate portrayal when somebody writes about it and you really get that kind of detail. I'm always fascinated by that.
Some of it might be made up. He's a
the
liar,
prison,
remember?
Not the prison love, Rob. Not the prison love.
That's what I'm counting on, Mike.
I stand corrected. The guy that was the white supremacist leader was St. Pete, and he says that he owes his life to him. Also, that they keep in touch. They're still friends, apparently. Now that he's out and the guy's still in.
That's creepy.
Very scary.
Well, he's probably
very,
scared
very
if the guy gets paroled and he comes knocking on that door. Remember when I saved your life in prison?
Hey, you wrote a book and said you disowned us. Hey, what's going on? You dead, man. Yeah.
Is anybody a fan of The Walking Dead in this room? Raise
I don't
your
look
hand.
at Walking Dead.
I watched the initial season. I do not follow it now. There is a passionate following there.
Yes.
If you're a Walking Dead fan, I'll leave you with this. There are rumors, denials and rumors of Norman Reedus and Emily Kinney. Emily Kinney used to be on the show.
Right.
Co-stars on The Walking Dead, and it looks like a May-December romance as Emily's the younger. And
love those.
They seem to be denying the rumor, but they keep on getting photographed together at dinners and holding hands, which is interesting. So it's alleged right now. But if you're a Walking Dead fan, that blows your mind because he's definitely her elder, and she's now a musician of all things. Everybody in Hollywood likes to sing, so we'll find out.
That's wonderful. I like that story, and maybe someday they can get married and have a little baby, and they can go to the grocery store, and the checkout lady can say, "I love your grandson." Anyway.
That is Oscarazzi for your day.
Thank you, Oscar. We'll
Thanks,
take a
Oscar.
break, come back with our very last audio vault of the week right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
This week on the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show.
WMAL AM 63, the #1 voice in Washington.
WTRC, where your friends are. Hey, everybody, there's a skeeter on my Peter. Whack it on. What a fantastic weekend it's going to be. Temperatures in the mid-70s. Good time to get outside, fire up the grill for Dad, or maybe take a trip down to the ocean. You'll have a great time. But listen, if you're going to be out there, watch out for those nasty little bugs. Oh, let me tell you something. Those fuckers can bite right through to the bone. I'm talking big, big needles coming out of their beaks.
The Mike O'Mara Bonus Show, because 5 hours a week just ain't enough. Always available at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
All right, it's true. We were doing drugs this week on the bonus show.
But I
We were
wouldn't
doing
classify
hard-
them as hard drugs or soft drugs.
They were hard drugs. Rob.
Narcotics,
they were.
nonetheless.
We were blown out of our gourds when we did the bonus show this week. Welcome back to the show, brought to you by Amazon. Hey, you know what's great? You know what's great? Great. Stuff.
Love stuff.
Everyone loves stuff, but it's tough to find your stuff. Then the going gets rough, and enough is enough. So get your stuff at Amazon.com. Amazon has all the stuff you need in one easy-to-shop marketplace. Besides, anytime you purchase something through our Amazon link, we get a tiny percentage. Most of you know that. Some of you don't. It doesn't change a thing when you do your Amazon shopping. You still get the great deals. There is no change. But doing it through Mike O'Mara, that actually gets the show money. That's the very simple point that we wanted to make. That's a great way to support the show. We've always said you guys are like partners in our business, and we need your help. So if you're shopping Amazon anyway, please shop in a way that helps us. It's easy. It doesn't cost you any extra, and it means the world to us. It's actually one of the main financial drivers of this show. The next time you need to buy anything, go to Amazon.com, MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon and bookmark it, or click the Amazon button on our website, or click on the shopping cart icon on our app and shop like you normally would. It's that simple. And thank you. Without further ado, let's open up the audio vault for today, Friday, June 19, 2015. Rob Spiewak.
Mike, allow me to be the first one to say it to you.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Because you know what Sunday is.
Father's Day.
And
Father's
it wouldn't
Day.
be Father's Day without a look backward. To call this a Throwback Friday for everyone. I think you'll enjoy this commercial, Mike.
Now it's time, it's Father's Day. Instead of shirts and ties, Daddy, I'm giving you this Carvel cake, 'cause you're my favorite guy.
Fudgy the Whale for Father's Day. Yeah, that's a great gift.
To send a Carvel cake, call 1-800-327-GIFT. And don't forget to pick up this coupon flyer at your local Carvel dealer for savings on Fudgy the Whale and much more.
Your participating Carvel dealer also has Hug Me the Bear and Cookie Puss dolls. You'll love them. Thank you.
The late Tom Carvel.
Is
Mike.
that Tom? And that is the late Tom
That's
Carvel
the very
at the
end.
At the end of his line, because he used to go, "Visit your participating Carvel store and get Cookie Puss, get Thinny Thin." And then he remember when he had the low fat ice cream, get Thinny Thin ice cream, Carvel ice cream product. You know, and then of course Patton Oswalt's favorite, the St. Patrick's Day ice cream cake, Patio Cripley. because they took one ice cream cake and turned it over
Yeah, it was
and
the
turned
same.
the
It was
mold
the
over.
whale mold, but they just
The whale mold, and they turned it, but his legs were misshapen, so the Irish character was Patio Cripley.
Now, Mike, you have been going up and down to Maine for a long time. I don't know that we've ever discussed this guy before. Does this jingle ring any bells for you?
Dick Stacy's coming through.
Dick Stacy, Stacy's Country, Stacy's Fuel Mart.
Yeah, in Bangor, right?
Yeah, by golly, used to be on the Brewer Road, and they'd have Dick Stacy. That's what I built. That's what I built Dick Queasy on.
I got
Absolutely.
a message from a listener, and they had that question. Here is an actual Dick Stacy commercial for the Plaza Motel.
Let's now wait.
Okay,
Stop.
Yeah.
Okay, if this is true, this is Dick This should be a reasonable facsimile
It
of
is.
Dick Queasy.
It is. It
Oh,
truly is.
This is what I built the whole Dick Queasy bit on this
Can't
guy.
wait. I had no
Dick
idea.
Stacy. All right,
This
let's
is
listen.
so great.
Hi, I'm Dick Stacy, and by golly, we're here at the Plaza Lounge, where every Saturday afternoon we do Stacy's Country Jamboree, and we got a super special for you. If you want to join us as we do Stacy's Country Jamboree, and you'd like to stay at the Plaza Motel, then by golly, we got what we call a shopper's special, and there's a lot of good places to shop in Bangor and Brewer.
Now, keep in mind, this is the take.
That's him. I love
This
it.
is
That's
the take
him.
they used.
On the air.
On the air. This is not
By
a,
golly,
a live spot.
these tires are priced to sell, by golly.
All right, well, let's go back because I got to hear about this country jamboree.
Here's the special at Dick Stacy's Plaza Motel. The room's $21.95, and that's for 2 people. So, by golly, the rooms are priced to sell. And above that, Canadian money at par. That's right, Canadian money at par.
At par.
What does that
At par.
mean?
That means you get the same. It's the exchange. There's no exchange. That means your Canadian money is just as good as dollars, even though there's a little difference in the exchange rate. By golly, I want to sell these goddamn hotel rooms.
So $21.95 per night for 2 people. Canadian money at par. It's free also. But above that, when you arrive, you get to eat at Dick Stacy's restaurant right upstairs. You at no charge. That's right, a breakfast for 2 while you're here at no charge. That's the best special that we ever offered, be it tires, batteries, accessories, and rooms. By golly, it's the best one we ever offered.
Stop. Okay, so you're keeping track of the businesses here. I want you to. He sells tires. He sells tires. Batteries. He has a motel.
Yeah.
And he has a restaurant.
And although it's not featured here, he has a country music television show.
He has the Stacy's Country Jamboree.
Now, because it is, and because it has become so popular, there's only one hitch. Now, you're listening? It's not very much of a hitch. We ask that you call for reservations. Reservations are required for this special. So let me repeat it for you.
Please.
And you get a chance to watch Stacy's Country Jamboree while you're here, too. Let me repeat it very briefly. Here we go. $21.95 for 2 people. Canadian money at par. And breakfast for 2, no charge, while you're here on Wilson Street in Brewer at Dick Stacy's Plaza Motel. It's a shopper special. See you at the Jamboree and see you at the Plaza.
Dick Stacy's coming through.
According to YouTube, you can't always believe it. It says 1980 on that commercial.
Wow.
And speaking of 1980, Mike, I found a pretty good definition of someone who has good-looking teeth that don't quite fit in their mouth. And it's a shame because he's a very popular broadcaster in New York City.
Really?
Here's Ernie Anastas talking to Scott Shannon.
I really didn't start my life until I discovered music, Ernie. I was 12 years old, and the kid who lived down the street from me had an older sister, and she had a record collection, and when she was out, we would sneak in and play it. And when I discovered music, it was like a curtain opened up. Wow. And a whole new world.
I watched this.
Did you really?
I watched this whole
to
thing.
be involved in music. And I didn't know what capacity. I didn't play the piano. I never really had a plan B. It was always going to be music or radio.
But never orthodonture.
And I kept alcohol in my program director's desk. I would get loaded.
All right, let's do this. Oh, Janet Jackson previewed a new song on Twitter. She hasn't even released the name of it, but listen to how Janet is singing.
I lived through my mistakes. It's just a part of growing.
That might as well be Young Michael, huh?
Is she doing that by design?
Don't know. It's just they just put out a brief tweet.
I want to tell you how important you are to me.
Sounds great though.
Yeah, you know, she was right in line. I mean, it was Michael and then Janet. Those were the two.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the two powerhouse talents. More power to her. I wish her the very best.
More music,
and
absolutely.
Just a little thank you for damaging my career.
Well, I mean, she ruined the entire industry, which is okay. But Rhythm Nation 1812 was a good album. So I mean, or was 1814?
Oh, it wasn't 1814. Was it 1812? Let me look.
Check it out.
Okay.
And we let's close with this, Mike. I know you're a big fan of the show Teen Mom 3.
Oh yeah, I love it. I've seen all the episodes.
1814.
1814. Yes. Thank you. I stand corrected. Mackenzie McKee has been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. And to do some good,
diabetes.
she's released a new hit record, and I'm curious how much you'll listen to of this, that says, "Come on, kids, let's beat diabetes."
Let's eat some fruits, let's eat some veggies, do some exercise. Let's get the soda and sweet teas, even apple pie. When you got type 2, got to watch your diet, but you gotta eat to keep your tummy.
She asked you to switch to sweet tea.
No, to avoid sweet tea.
Oh, avoid sweet tea.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, if she's avoiding sweet tea, there, screw you.
The good news is that she's going to donate all the profits to that to fight diabetes. I'm sure there'll be plenty.
Yes.
That's your Magic Audio Vault. Have a great Friday and a great weekend, everybody.
Have a great Father's Day weekend. Happy Father's Day,
Mike.
everybody. Another Mike O'Mara show has come and gone, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to join us for more fun and more thrills at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Please support our Amazon page. You're doing a great job.
Yes.
We can always get you to do better. Lots of people out there doing the same thing we do with Amazon, and we'd really, really like you to support the Mike O'Mara Show. This is the time of year we need it more than ever. So if you can go to Amazon anytime you're doing your online shopping and let us know what you're getting. We'd really appreciate that. That would be fantastic. And Ponyboy's hand is up in the
Yeah,
air.
don't forget to sign up for a free, Prime streaming account.
Yeah, 30-day account.
Free video, yeah. It's good stuff.
Yes, please do that. Do that for Amazon, and you'll support the show. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, this is Mike O'Mara inviting you to join us again for another episode of the Mike O'Mara Show. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Hey, everybody, this is Mike O'Mara reminding you to check out Amazon Prime Instant Video. The white banner is on our website, and it gives you instant movies and TV shows. Amazon Prime Instant Video. Click on the white banner at MikeO'MaraShow.com, and you can start your free trial right now. And now you can shut off your computer.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.